Hello and welcome to Joe Puttyman here. Um, it's felt better to do this because I had plans to live stream today, and well, before I get into what's going on and why I look so upset, I wanted to tell you guys it's gonna be a busy week. I cut my hair, um, and cut my hair because I'm getting my ID renewed. I'm not even looking at the camera; I'm looking at the screen. But I want to make this unedited and real, to be honest with you. So I want to go ahead and tell you guys a story. Now this week is gonna be busy. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll live stream early today. But unfortunately, I found out some horrible news today, and I felt better to get it off my chest by a video on the one thing I love, which is my channel. I've already gone through the really hard part, which is still gonna be hard saying this because I never thought I'd have to say this. So I've said this in my live streams before for those that aren't aware, but I'm going to go ahead and tell the story. I grew up as a only child. I had a baby sister that passed away of SIDS when I was real young. So during most of my life, I thought I had no siblings outside of my sister passing away. And what ended up happening was I didn't even have like any cousins on my mom's side that I knew of, except for one cousin that she had a lot of pictures of, and I never understood why she had a lot of pictures of my cousin David, um, which we'll get into that in a little bit. But my aunt had three kids, David, and then her two daughters. And unfortunately, I don't know their daughter's name, but there's a reason why I know David's name so well. So, growing up, I always said I wanted a brother here and that. My mom said it was really hard for her to hear me say something like that, and not be able to tell me one of the biggest secrets of my life. You see, when I turned 14 years old, I grown up that whole time saying, "Mom, I want a brother. Mom, I want a brother." And of course, I told you she had pictures of my cousin David. And I never understood why. Well, in an unfortunate situation, at the age of 14, I was told I was going to meet my cousin David. And never met him before. I just saw him through the pictures my mom had. And she sat me down. And again, this is age 14, 1994. And she sat me down and said, Sweetie, David isn't your cousin. He is by adoption, but he actually is your brother. So my shocker for the first time, I was going to meet the brother I thought always wanted at the age of 14. And he was a skinny version of me. Never played a video game. He literally played this first video game with me. Um, it was like an athletic kind of guy, the opposite of me. You know what I mean? Me being a big guy, he was the skinny guy. He could stretch his skin because he just had, like, he just had the whole. He was just healthy. He was really skinny, muscular. The first time he met me, he played his first video game. He got to play my Sega Genesis and everything. We played Ultra Beast. That's why Ultra Beast and not Ultra Beast. I'm sorry, Eternal Champions is such a big deal to me. I've said it before. No one's heard me, but it's Eternal Champions is this fighting game, and it was the first video game he ever played was with me. And then, but I met him and everything. We spent a weekend together. Um, and the reason why that I never got to meet him was because my mom had to put him up for adoption to her sister, my aunt. So we still had him in the family. It's just now instead of him being um, like him being he's adopted by his own aunt. It's a strange situation. Um, and then after that weekend in 1994, uh, and by the way, he's like 2 years older than me. So I was 14, he was 16. So he's 2 years older than me. But after that weekend, we never saw each other again. And I knew that he had children of his own. He worked on a shrimping boat, things of that nature. He kept on doing things like that with his life. Um, but after that situation, I I moved on. Became doing things on the internet. Became something I loved and always wanted to do. And then I thought this is an easy way to find him, but I could never find him. And I could never find the family and everything. And lo and behold, his sister actually just contacted my mom today, um, and we found out that my aunt, her sister, had passed away. And I didn't know, I wasn't really close with Mary or anything like that. I wasn't really close with my brother, but I always had this eternal thought in my head that one day we would get to meet, and then, I meet his kids, and he'd introduce me as his brother and things of that nature. But unfortunately, I found out today that my brother died of cancer. I know I didn't know him and everything, but I always had that thought in my head of like meeting him and rekindling and having something, because I didn't get a chance. And not meeting him, it made this even a lot harder because it becomes more of a shocker. And the things I found out that in this short time just amazed me on what kind of person he turned out to be. And he was a kind-hearted person or anything, but some things actually shocked me. I'm gonna leave it at that because it's nothing bad. It's just, you know, very different, me and him. But it's just, now I'm never gonna get to say, hey, because it wasn't fair to him. It wasn't fair to me. There wasn't any situation like that. And you know, my sister died when I was young of SIDS, and then and she was younger than me, and then I never knew about it until I was 14. So I got like a few brothers. I had a brother and a sister. I never got a life with either one of them at any point, even for a short period. And I always said that I wanted to have siblings. People don't realize that they get mad about who their siblings are, who they are, but they don't realize when you have those times where you need somebody close to you, you could talk to, that might understand you or understand what you're going through or anything like that. When you're really having hard times and you can be an emotional person, you need somebody that can be like that could understand, or just to sympathize. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know how to explain how it is when you have that thought of having siblings and growing up like that, and people think that, I hate my siblings, but it's like when you don't have it, it's a different story. When you don't have somebody there, because you do things on your own. And being a loner sometimes is good, but sometimes it's just not good. And it can make you an emotional wreck when you don't, when it's something you want, you can't force it. I mean, you can't force it in life. But knowing that you do have siblings, but you never got to spend any time with them, it just, I had to make this video. I had to do something because I was gonna stream. I had set up everything to stream at 5 o'clock, and then I got this horrible news and everything. I have to get off early because I have to go, because I'm going to get my IT. Like I said, I got my haircut, everything ready, and this happened. Um, so I'm not gonna be streaming today. I will definitely stream tomorrow. I'm so sorry that this has all happened. I wasn't trying to. I had everything ready. It's just my mind's. I'm not really in the right place, and things have been already chaotic as it is, leading up to the PlayStation 5 and trying to get my ID and just worrying about that stuff. And now this came on the plate, so things are a little chaotic right now. And I just wanted to get this video out and say, I love you guys. I mean, you guys are emotional support for me, even though in these hard times. But just going through stuff, and once we get over the stone, I mean, at least my cousin, my brother's sister, the one that wasn't I wasn't actually brother or sister to, that was actually my cousin. My mom's gonna keep in touch with her. I never had any relationship. That's the funny part. I never even met them. I literally met David one time for a weekend, and I never even met his sisters. The sisters that she had, because she had, those were actually her. That was my Aunt Mary's actual kids, and David was adopted by her. She adopted David from my mom. So, uh, yeah, it's mind-boggling because I'm nothing against them. I love them to death, their family and everything, but it's just David was the one I always wanted to get together and see. Hmm. always thought what might have been and what could have happened and what we could have done for each other and helped each other in so many ways. So, I'm gonna leave it at that. I just wanted to go ahead and make this quick video. I'm so sorry that I'm not streaming today. But I will be streaming tomorrow night. I'll get over this. It's a big deal, but I need some time right now to think about stuff and everything. And I'll get right back on it. But I'm so sorry that I'm not putting time into the stream, into the channel at the moment. I am doing some stuff on the side for sure, though. But to spruce up the stream. But I was doing that today because I've been on all. I mean, I've been up all day. I was gonna stream, and I'm blabbing on right now. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for letting me ramble and, get this off my chest. And, I'll see you guys tomorrow evening, guys. You guys have a great day.